Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're taking a look at all the World Cup pre-modern soccer card sets. We've got a number of sets to get to. I consider the pre-modern era to be from 1990 up until 2013, or actually no, maybe 2012. Obviously by 2013, 2014 we have Soccer Hobby Product, which is predominantly characterized by quite a number of parallels, lots more autograph cards, patches, case hits, that sort of thing. But with the pre-modern era, it's really kind of focusing on base cards, inserts, set completion really. So we know that from the World Cup era, there wasn't any card release. It was all predominantly Panini stickers up until 1994. 94 was the first card set for the World Cup, and this was produced by Upper Deck. They released a preview collection, which is at the packet here. So a collection just prior to the World Cup, which features a number of nations that actually didn't qualify. There's even an example there of an Australian. Australia didn't qualify for the World Cup, but it's a preview set. Full base collection, quite similar looking cards to what would be the official collection, which we'll get to as well. Pretty obviously it's a World Cup held in the US, quite an accessible sort of set to get hold of, quite sort of high production, but some attractive looking cards. As you can see, lots of legends, of course, consistent white borders on all the cards, which is okay. I think from a design perspective, the set is okay. It's not one of my favorites. It arguably has too many cards. As you can see, this is the full preview collection. Now we're getting into the main collection, and once you hit maybe over 200, 250 cards, it maybe gets a bit too much. I am missing a few, which I certainly hope to get to soon. But my only flaw with Upper Deck is the fact that, yeah, design maybe not quite as attractive, but it's always a bit complicated. There's a lot of insert subsets, which does make it a bit tricky to navigate and to collect them all. As you can see, I've got pretty much a full base set, and if I skip towards the end, I do have some of the insert sets, but not all of them, just because there's so many of them. It's yeah, a bit of a challenge. Upper Deck 94, obviously this World Cup, it did come out. The World Cup was prior to when I was born, so don't have as much invested interest in this World Cup and this card collection, but still an important one to have. Moving on, we have France 98. So the World Cup in 1998, the first Panini licensed World Cup card set. As you can see, all the goalkeepers are there. This set, interesting looking backs as well. There's the base cards, and there's the more shiny foil cards to this set. Quite attractive looking cards there. It's only about 100 card set, but the flaw of this set, in my opinion, is the exclusion of a couple of really big names. Zidane, Brazilian Ronaldo. They really would have elevated this set to a whole nother level. But as you can see, still some notable names. Baggio there. We got a nice foil Seedorf. So this is the complete set. Bergkamp there as well. So you got to get these legendary names, but as far as the inserts go, it's a bit lackluster, you could argue. Nice Del Piero there, but yeah, missing the big names. You're also missing a young Thierry Henry, which would be nice to see. But yeah, certainly to miss out on Zidane and Ronaldo was very surprising. So as a result, it's on the low end as far as if I was to rank all these World Cup sets. There was also actually, this is a Zidane issue, but it's from a Nestle. So it is a Panini card, but it's actually a Nestle version, a small little subset. So that is one that I would recommend. And also I think it was a Peruvian issue, they released these slightly extra large cards, which can be quite attractive as well. There's also a sticker there from the France 98 sticker. But yeah, as far as France 98, not as impressive as what we see moving forward as we go into 2002, which is one of my favorite World Cup sets. If I was to rank this set, it would certainly be in the top two. I would have this probably second. Beautiful looking foil inserts to begin with, great looking, mascot, trophy, cool looking poster cards. So really impressive stuff. Got nice looking backs. All the World Cup posters up until 2002. And as you can see, nice looking base cards. We do see finally a Brazilian Ronaldo there. But really nice looking backs as well. Definitely a step up from 98. And there's Zidane there as well as Thierry Henry. So definitely one of my favourite World Cups collections. In my opinion, this is one of the best pre-modern soccer card sets there are. And it is a bit complicated in the sense that this is just your typical issue. We've got the international club badges as well. The young Donovan there as well there. But there is a bit more to it because we also have a Japanese edition, which had actually an extended base set. So all the base cards you're seeing here are from the Japanese issue, which are not actually in the original set. So there's actually Samuel Eto'o there, it's a nice one. Lucio there as well. Desailly, Roberto Baggio. All these guys aren't actually featured in the typical release. So I've collected those. And then there's slight differences in that some of the inserts don't actually have the foil appearance. So if we flick back, these cards here have a foil sort of metallic look, but in the Japanese issue they don't. So it was worth collecting them for me. Same with the club or national logos as well. So that's that set, and that set actually, the Japanese issue, if I've got a checklist back here, it does actually feature some really nice autograph cards. So we've got autograph cards of Ronaldo, there's Thuram there as well, Buffon, Maldini, Totti. Really rare autograph cards, which I believe are only numbered out of 100. So there is certainly grails for those types of players. Then they also released a Coca-Cola version. So again, Panini issued. I'm missing some from this set, actually featuring some England players, which don't feature in, because obviously they're not licensed, they don't feature in the previous collections, but they do feature here, Ferdinand and Gerrard. Strangely, France aren't licensed in this collection, but it is a Panini issue, as you can see. So an interesting one there. Actually, there's then Nakata in his club kit. So maybe not as attractive of a set, but still cool to get hold of. And then we have what is the opening series. So I've got a selection of cards from that collection. So prior to the World Cup, only 4 teams represented. France, Italy, that's actually an insert there. Full page of Italians there, which is pretty cool. And Japan and South Korea. So there are only 4 nations within this set, but an interesting one to get for sure. Again, Panini issued. There's actually some nice inserts, which I believe are USA exclusives from 2002. Nice foils, some legends there, not a full set. And then we actually have some interesting ones here. These are not Panini, but these are actually licensed World Cup cards. I can't recall the brand. I'll probably put it on the screen if I can remember. But nice looking cards there of Thierry Henry and Ronaldinho, who of course doesn't actually have a card from Panini for 2002. And that is also from the same set, slightly larger cards there. So interesting cards, quite a lot of variety from 2002, but ultimately some really nice, attractive looking cards to get hold of. Then of course we have 2006, arguably one of the most popular World Cup or just pre-modern soccer card collections in general. Great set. This is the official binder. Of course, first World Cup for Ronaldo and Messi. Great looking inserts. We can see these nice foil team cards there. Again, unfortunately, England and Spain not licensed in this collection, but still for me, I would actually rank this 2006 set as the best World Cup pre-modern card collection. Just above 2002. Great looking cards. Getting into the base, and then these great looking shiny metallized cards. There's Messi. I've had that since 2006. and just a beautiful looking set. We see Ronaldo there as well. So yeah, obviously very popular. A lot of people have been, grading some of these cards, and the Ronaldos and Messi certainly fetch a good amount of money. We actually see England cards here, again not licensed, but at least they're actually included in the set, unlike in 2002. So lots of legends there, Zidane of course. So yeah, definitely ranking as one of the most popular, but certainly rightly so, because it's an amazing set. So of course got Cristiano Ronaldo there, great looking card, great imagery, cool design, nice looking backs as well, which features some stats from their qualifying campaign. And then we finish off with some stadium cards as well. There's some of the checklists that I marked off at the time. These are actually some of the USA exclusives. I don't have all of them, but kind of hard to get hold of. So great set, 2006. Moving on to 2010, again a nice official collector's binder here, and another great set. Really similar sort of principles to 2006. We've got this time really nice looking national team badges, some cool introductory inserts there as well. Great foil finish to those. So yeah, just absolutely love these types of pre-modern collections where it's all about building a set, opening up cheap packs, completing your binder, and having some really attractive cards to collect. Some interesting inserts. So obviously we've got the base design, some nice sort of acetate card there, sort of a rainbow foil, and then more of a metallized insert. Great Messi card there. So nice variation to the types of cards that you have in this collection, and just makes for a really good set. Beautiful cards. So yeah, really, I mean, hobby product is nice when it comes to collecting parallels and that, and autographs and all the hits. But as far as pre-modern product goes, I think it's why the era is so loved by me personally, is because of collecting these types of cards and these sets, and especially collecting these at the time. It was super fun to complete this set. There's nice Ronaldo there on the bottom right. So yeah, and then finishing off with some stadiums and checklists. So yeah, again, really top quality collection 2010. So there we go, all World Cup pre-modern card collections, and these three certainly my favorites. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one.